You want to know the fastest way to lose a negotiation? Open your mouth and explain yourself. The problem. Here's what happens. You ask for a raise. Your boss goes quiet. And you panic. So you start filling the silence. I know times are tough and I don't want to be unreasonable, but I've been here 3 years and congratulations, you just negotiated against yourself. The moment you explain, you lose, because explaining is just begging with extra words. The power pause. Jeff Bezos doesn't explain his decisions. Elon doesn't tweet apologies. Warren Buffett doesn't justify his stock picks to you. They use something called the 4-second power pause. It's simple, it's brutal, and it works. Here's how it works. You state your price, let's say $60,000. Then you shut up. Not 3 seconds, not 2 seconds, 4 full seconds. 4 seconds of silence feels like 4 minutes. It's uncomfortable, it's awkward. Your brain is screaming at you to say something, anything to break the tension, the psychology. But here's what's happening in their brain. Silence creates anxiety, and anxiety creates concessions. Neuroscience proves this. When you go silent after making a demand, the other person's amygdala, the fear center, lights up. They think you're serious. They think you're unmovable. So what do? They start negotiating with themselves. Well, maybe we could do 55. What about a signing bonus, extra vacation days? You didn't ask for any of that. They just gave it to you because they couldn't handle the silence, the neuroscience. Most people are terrified of silence because we're social animals. Our brains are wired to interpret silence as rejection or anger. 10,000 years ago, if the tribe went silent around you, it meant you were about to get exiled or worse. So we fill the gap. We apologize. We lower our price. We explain why we deserve what we're asking for. But the top 1%, they've deprogrammed that instinct. They know that silence isn't empty. It's loaded. Now, here's the one mistake that ruins everything. Breaking eye contact. If you state your number and then look at your phone or shuffle papers or stare at the floor, you just told them you don't believe your own price. The silence has to be paired with calm, direct eye contact. Not aggressive, not angry, just present. You look at them the same way you'd look at a waiter taking your order. Casual confidence, like you've already won and you're just waiting for them to realize it. Let me give you a real example. You're negotiating a job offer. They say, we're thinking 70,000. You know you're worth 90. You say, I'm looking for 90. Then, nothing. You don't explain your rent. You don't list your credentials. You don't apologize for being expensive. 4 seconds. They'll either meet you or they'll counter. But they won't lowball you because you didn't give them permission. See, here's what nobody tells you. Every conversation is a frame battle. Either you're operating in their frame or they're operating in yours. When you explain yourself, you've entered their frame. You're justifying, you're defending, you're asking for approval. But when you go silent, now they have to justify why they're saying no. This takes practice. I'm not going to lie to you. The first time you try this, it'll feel insane. You'll want to crack. Your palms will sweat. So practice at low stakes. Next time a friend asks you to do something you don't want to do, just say no, and then pause. Count to 4. Don't explain it. Don't soften it. Watch how fast they start justifying why they asked in the first place. You didn't attack them. You didn't lecture them. You just didn't fill the gap. The most powerful word in negotiation isn't yes, it's not no, it's nothing. Silence is the language of kings, masters of negotiation, people who don't need you to like them. So, here's your homework. This week, one time, try it. State what you want. Then go silent, 4 seconds. See what happens.